BOOZHOO! Hey, how you doing? Mino Gigashabe. Good morning. And welcome back to the show. Welcome back to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. The podcast, the live stream podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. My name is Natasha. And I thought before we started the show today, I'd just come outside, say a little prayer. I gotta ask the Creator to help me speak well. I'm gonna talk about some heavy stuff today. And I got a habit of, are you guys like this at all? Like, I'm not sad, but when I talk about sad stuff, I'll make myself sad. What? So I'm gonna put out my tobacco. I'm just going to say a little prayer to the Great Spirit. Asema, tobacco. Hello, Great Spirit. BOOZHOO, get your money do. Accept my tobacco. Odapana niwi asema. Please help me to speak well today. Daga we duka wishin, ando minawe nungum. Thank you for everything that you do today. Miigwech, ga iji kakina gegu ga iji chikea nungum. And thank you for listening. Miigwech ga bezadawieg. Amen. Apeyenge. So today, babe. Oh, hey, BOOZHOO, Bernays. How you doing? There's a bird here. Oh, wow, there's all kinds of birds. Beneshi Yug. Birds. What's the word, birds? Anybody on our chat yet? No. Well, I'm going to talk about, I think our phrase today is, thank you for healing my grief. I'm going to talk about that kind of stuff. Yeah. Well, I'm going to try to make it funny, I guess. But yeah, it's kind of a depressing topic. Yeah, it's a phrase. Today's Ojibwe phrase of the day. Miigwech gagage ningushgaindamoen. Ningushgaindamoen. My sadness. My grief. Oh, good grief, Charlie Brown. But lots of times when I pray, I didn't do it this morning. I should have. P.S. Get your money do. Great Spirit. Thank you for healing my grief. Miigwech gagage ningushgaindamoen. Miigwech apenge. Sometimes I'll pray and I'll thank the Creator for something, even if I don't have it yet. It's kind of I'm kind of working the system. And it's okay to do this. Some people call it the law of attraction. You're going to pretend the thing you want is already happening. And then you will attract it to yourself. But even Jesus said that. And I can't quote the scriptures. I don't know the Bible well enough. But apparently Jesus also recommended, to have no care, to thank the Creator for the thing you want. I heard this thing once. The problem with us, one of the problems, is that we're constantly focusing on things we don't like. If we're sad, we keep on churning. Why am I so sad? What makes you happy? You don't. You go, hey, yeah, I love this stuff. and you don't think about it. But the stuff you don't like, you can't stop thinking about. That's called worry. That's called anxiety. And what you think about, where the attention goes, the thing grows. Whatever you're thinking about, you're going to make more of. So it's really tough. Worry, they say, is like praying for something that you don't want to have happen. You know? So a good habit is to start thanking him for stuff you do want to have. Don't just say, oh, please make me be less sad. Tell him, thank you for healing my grief. Thank you for paying all my bills. Thank you for making me so healthy. Thank you for, all the stuff you want to have happen. Thank him for doing it already. And then watch what happens. It'll work. They say that one of the best ways, and I learned this to be true too, one of the best ways to cheer up, to get over depression, is to make a gratitude list. They say you can either have, not depression, get over anxiety, to stop worrying all the time. You can only do this thing one at a time. You can either have gratitude or you can have worry and anxiety. You can't do both at the exact same time. So sometimes when I'm worried about stuff and I'm all freaking out, oh, what's going to happen? I just start listing stuff I'm grateful for. Oh, it's a beautiful day. Thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you. I'm grateful for the weather. I'm not fat. Thank you for making me healthy. I got cool clothes. Thank you for providing for me. Nobody's mad at me right now. I don't think. And I don't care if they are. Thank you for taking away all this conflict I used to have. Thank you for the money I do have. Thank you for getting me through the hard times. Thank you that things are better now than they've been in the past. Thank you for protecting me from trouble in the future. There's a good one. But then, this is a really crazy thing. Sometimes you could trick your brain into feeling better because by asking it the right questions. Sometimes we say we ask ourselves the wrong questions. It's like, why am I such a loser? Why am I so sad? Why? Why is life so hard? Well, the problem is your brain's going to try to answer those questions. Why am I such a loser? Well, here's the deal, Natasha. You're a loser because you're dumb, and you're ugly, and you're stupid, and you're lazy, and nobody likes you. And then your brain is like, you're answering this bad question. Instead of doing that, ask your brain the question that you want, the way you want your life to be. So I do this thing sometimes I'm walking. I just start asking myself a question. Why is my life exactly the way I always wanted it to be? And your brain kind of goes, You know what? Your life is just like you want to be because you work really hard and you believe in yourself and you're really talented and creative. And you get to live the way you've always wanted to live. You get to live your childhood dreams. Pretty soon you're noticing all this good stuff because you're asking the right questions. Why am I so rich and famous? Now the reality is I'm not rich or famous. I have no friends, no money, and whatever. But when I ask myself that question, my brain goes, oh, well, you know, you're rich because you were lucky enough to be born in America. So you just live in this crazy American modern standard of having hot and cold running water and indoor plumbing, electricity, a computer, the internet, your own children's show, you know, your own Muppet show. You got Sesame Street 2.0 going on here. That's why you're rich. And famous. Oh, why am I so famous? Well, I'm not really famous, but compared to every generation before me, I think about my grandmother. She didn't have a YouTube channel. She didn't have fans. Except maybe me. So my brain starts pointing out these things to answer this crazy question. Oh, well, this is why you're famous. Because you have a show that's thousands of people have loved, enough to subscribe, give us thumbs up. We've got almost 100% approval rating of people who've ever seen us. You know, no, we're not the Joe Rogan Experience. Who cares? Yeah, I know that Tickle Me Elmo is a much more wealthy, successful person than I am. But my brain doesn't know that. My brain just goes, yeah, I can't believe how famous you are. And then the final question I ask my brain is, why am I so happy? And your brain, instead of looking for reasons why I'm so unhappy, oh, well, it's because everybody you've ever loved has died. You know, nope. It's, why am I so happy? Well, because you have learned to appreciate what you have rather than what you don't have. You've got health, wealth, love, at least from your creator and from strangers on the internet. You got safety, security. You got hope. You know. Your odds of your life just keep getting better are way, way higher than most people you see at Walmart. You know. And then I just walk around and repeat this mantra. Why is my life exactly the way I always wanted it to be? Why am I so rich and famous? Why am I so happy? Why is my life exactly the way I always wanted it to be? Why am I so rich and famous? Why am I so happy? And then I think subconsciously my brain just starts cheering up. But I don't know how I learned that. You know, was that, did the creator just give me a little nugget of Nubwako a little nugget of wisdom? I don't know. BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. Neiman Wyndham. Did you guys see Bigfoot last night? No? Yesterday they said they saw Bigfoot walking through here and I saw a big footprint. But I didn't see him last night. Him. There's probably a whole tribe of Bigfoots. Big feet. Subbays. That's what we call them in Ojibwe. Anyway, boy, I went off on a tangent. I better go inside, see what my old man's up to. See what that old NANABOOZHOO is up to. Boop, 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 boop. Beep, beep. Beep, beep.
Bonjour.
Hi, sweetie.
Oh, hey there, Natasha. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm outside. I put up my tobacco and said a prayer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was talking to the birds and the BOOZHOO crew.
Oh, cool. You want me to pick you up?
Yeah, can you teleport me?
Yeah, you got it. Let's see. Let's hang on. Got to scan for your coordinates for a second here.
All right.
And let me just check something here. Yeah, okay. All right, and that's 1 to teleport.
Make it so, number 1. No.
good morning.
Well, hi, NanaBOOZHOO.
How is it outside?
Oh, it's just beautiful.
Oh, cool. We should go for a walk after this.
Yeah, let's go for a walk after the show. What are you guys up to? Hey, Michael. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Lyons, the rock star cartoonist.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, you look so handsome this morning.
Get out of here.
Yeah, when I said I was talking about our Ojibwe phrase of the day.
What is the Ojibwe phrase of the day?
Oh, didn't I tell you? Today we're going to be talking about miigwech, ga, ga, ga. When there's two ga's together, it throws me. Miigwech, ga, ga, gay, nin goshke da moen.
Miigwech, ga, ga, gay. Ningashken da moen. Yeah, that is kind of hard to say.
I know, right?
Thank you for healing my grief.
Thank you for healing my grief. That's what I said to the creator. I was like, thanks for cheering me up. And then I was just trying to think about helpful tips I could give the children. Anyway. So, today's Ojibwe word of the day. Should I teach you Ojibwe word of the day?
Yeah, you go for it, baby.
Today's Ojibwe word of the day is, but of course, abatuse.
Abatus, abatus, abatu, who say? I got to say.
Abatuse, hey baby, yeah. Abatuse, halfway. We're halfway through the sweetie weekend or week. I can talk. Abatuse, halfway.
Yep, halfway through the work week.
Yep. Once I was a fool, dreaming my life away. But then yesterday, JD Foote, BOOZHOO, JD Foote is here, sweetie.
Okay, BOOZHOO, Niji.
What's going on, JD? Hey, let's get a gold star for JD.
JD is on the board with the gold star, first in class.
Welcome to the show. Where's my... I don't have any coffee.
Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. I didn't bring you a cup.
Yeah.
Do you want me to run in the other room and get you some coffee?
Nah, it's okay. I don't care. It's time to start the music. It's time to light the light.
Hey, baby.
Yeah?
You got a call on line 2.
Oh, really? I wonder who that could be. Caller, welcome to the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. You're on the air.
Oh, yo, I mean, how you doing, Natasha?
Well, hi, Sly. For a second there, I thought you were going to be the Count.
Oh, yeah, you know, sometimes I wake up and I gotta do my impersonation of the Count. I go, I love to count. But this morning, I just calling because I wanted to call in, I wanted to say hello, and I wanted to say BOOZHOO to NANABOOZHOO.
Hey, yo, Rock, how you doing?
Hey, you can call me Sly, but hey, BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO.
I'm doing good. BOOZHOO, Sly.
What can I do for you, Sly?
Listen, I hear you were talking about getting over your depression or whatnot.
Yeah, I was kind of talking about healing from grief.
Yeah, you know, it ain't no joke, that grief. You know, my wife, Adrian, she died.
Yeah, huh?
I gotta tell you, I was pretty sad. I had Gashkendo mowing. I was all full of grief.
Yeah, huh? Except she was just a fictional character in a movie, right?
What are you talking about?
Never mind. Yeah. What'd you do to help pull yourself up?
Well, listen, when you're down in the dumps, you know, you can't go around pointing your fingers at other people, blaming him or her. You know, that ain't you. That's loser talk. And you're better than that.
Yeah.
You know, there was a time, though, you know, I had to go toe-to-toe with Apollo Creed, and I was scared. I didn't want to go into the ring, but I wanted to know if I could go the distance. And if I could just go the distance, then I would know I wasn't just some bum from the neighborhood.
Yeah, huh?
You know, and even though that first time I didn't win, I did win because I went the distance and I tried my hardest. And boy, I tell you what,
What's that?
after I got my girlfriend, she was all in the ring with me, and I was all like, "Hey, yo, Adrian, I went the distance. Oh, my face is all kicked in my face." And she was all like, "Oh, I love you, Rocky." I felt so happy. I was like, "Hey, I wonder if you wouldn't mind marrying me too much." And you know what she said?
What?
She said, yeah, she wouldn't mind too much. She'd mind a little bit, but not too much. And so then we got married, but then when she died, I was really sad. And so I had to go back into the ring, and I took all my anger on that Russian and knocked him down. I knocked communism right out of Russia.
What?
I don't know what I'm saying. But listen, yeah, you gotta, I'll tell you something you already know.
What's that?
Life, it ain't all sunshine and roses. But, if you pick yourself up, it can be okay.
Yeah, huh? Say, how are you doing? You went through a divorce this year, huh?
Yeah, when I got a divorce, I was down in the dumps, all right. But, I got up real early and I drank a glass of eggs. I drank like 6 just raw eggs. And then, you know why we got a divorce?
'Cause she stood to gain millions and millions of dollars?
No, she didn't like my new pup. I got a new dog, and I named him Butkus Jr., and I loved him so much. And she was like, "Hey, yo, yeah, it's either me or the dumb dog." And guess who went running with me this morning?
Probably not your ex-wife.
Nope, this old dumb dog. I put a tattoo on my arm because he's my best friend. "Hey, it's you, boy, no dog." Well, I gotta go on a run.
Oh, okay.
But listen, Natasha, you hang in there, all right? And if you're feeling down in the dumps, you just call old Sly here, all right?
I sure will, Sly. Thanks for calling in.
Hey, yo, NANABOOZHOO!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, you have a good day too, all right? And don't you worry about nothing, because I'm your friend. Okay. Giga man, Minawa, NANABOOZHOO. Hey, yo, Giga man, Minawa. Forget about it.
Sly Stallone.
Yeah, he's really, he's pretty.
He is. He does like little TikTok videos just out of a cell phone. And he'll get on there all gray-haired and be like, "Yeah, everybody, don't forget to believe in yourself. Giga Wabamin. I will see you again." I kind of feel like we're going to see Sly Stallone again.
Yeah,
So, what else?
Oh, I don't know. You and Michael did a pretty song the other day.
Oh, Hole in the Moon?
Yeah.
I think we changed that song enough that YouTube doesn't know we didn't write it.
Yeah, I know. I always get that little copyright warning when we do cover songs.
Yeah. I like it when you read the poem.
Oh, yeah. I did a poem, didn't I?
Yeah. Here's a song we recorded. I'm not even going to say anything about it. I don't want the YouTube artificial intelligence to flag us. Up next, the star of the show, NANABOOZHOO. But first, these messages. No, I kind of feel like I'm on Saturday morning television.
With a torch in your pocket and the wind at your heels, you climbed on the ladder and you know how it feels to get too high, too far, too soon. You saw the whole of the moon. There were unicorns and cannonballs, palaces and piers, trumpets, towers, tenements, wide oceans full of tears, flags, rags, ferry boats, scimitars and scarves, every precious dream and vision underneath the stars. Yes, you climbed on the ladder with the wind in your sails. You came like a comet, blazing your trail, too high, too far, too soon. You saw the whole of the moon. That's how that poem goes. All right.
Ooh, ah, na, 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 na.
I pictured a rainbow. You held it in your hands. I had flashes. You saw the plan. I wandered out in the world for years, while you just stayed in your room. I saw the crescent. You saw the whole of the moon. The whole of the moon. You were there at the turnstile with the wind at your heels. You stretch for the stars and you know how it feels to reach too high, too far, too soon. You saw the whole of the moon. I was grounded while you filled the sky. I was dumbfounded. You cut through lies. I watched the rain-dirty valley, and you saw Brigadoon. I saw the crescent. You saw the whole of the moon. The whole of the moon. Spoke about wings. You just flew. I wondered, I guessed, and I tried. You just flew, I sighed. And you swooned. I saw the crescent. You saw the whole of the moon. The whole of the moon.
Yeah.
With a torch in your pocket and the wind at your heels, you climbed on the ladder and you know how it feels to reach too high, too far, too soon. All of the moon. You saw all of the moon.
Hey, yeah. You saw the whole of the moon. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Lyons.
All right. So, I didn't bring a pick.
That was great.
The whole, and I'm not even going to say it. So, Michael, that was awesome. Hey, thanks, buddy. You too, Nee Weenie Mushane.
Ah, get out of here.
So, that was written by a band from Ireland that were never very, very well known in the States, but had just the greatest album of all time. This is the Sea. You know what? I read This Is the Sea as a poem once too. Yeah, huh? I'll have to play that again. Anyway, okay, hey, BOOZHOO! Welcome back to the show. My name is NANABOOZHOO, and today, what should I talk about? I don't know. Today is the Ojibwe phrase of the day. Miigwech, ga, gake, ningashkin de moen. Here's a little Ojibwe grammar or whatever. Ni usually means my, you know. Ni, weenie mushane, my sweetheart. But if the word has a G in it, like gush gain de moen, then it's nin. You don't say ni gush gain de moen, you say nin gush gain de moen. Nin gush gain de moen, my grief, my sadness. Thank you for healing my grief. And Michael, don't you have a cartoon about that? A gibberish cartoon? Yeah, I think I do. Let me see if I can find it. And if I can find it, really quickly, I'll share it. And if I can't, I won't. I see other gibberish cartoons. I don't see Gashkain Damoan. Unless you downloaded it off the internet. No. All right, to heck with it. And you know what? To heck with you, Michael Lyons. What? No, I'm just kidding. Michael Lyons is a cartoonist. You'll notice a lot of his books on the walls around here. And he did a couple of comic books that talked about grief that I really liked. There's this one, Grief Relief by Michael Lyons. Grief Relief, this is the one that talks about the stages of grief. Well, it talks about 10 stages you go through. It's not the... Yeah, I thought there were 5 stages of grief. Well, that's what people say, but I talk about, you know, things like in-between stages that people go through. But it's a comic book, actually, about a skunk whose grandmother passes away. And Stephen the alien teaches him about grief. Gushgain Damoan. Yeah. Now, this comic book I also really liked, and it's heavy, but there's a word you can't say on YouTube. It's so strange how they're policing, but you can read it. And man, this topic is going off the rails in the last few years. I know, right? So this is about a little skunk who is depressed. And what do you do? Give him pointers, different ways you could do it. No. Or are you trying to help kids on how to overcome depression? That's exactly it. Yeah. So check these out in the links below. Do you have any other books down here? There's the Ojibwe book. Or if you'd rather learn some Ojibwe words and phrases by these two knuckleheads, huh, sweetie? Yeah. Ojibwe words and phrases. If you like a collection of the phrases and words we teach on the show, go to Michael's Amazon.com page. Sweetie, have you ever had to wrestle with the demons of your heart? What do you mean? Have you ever been depressed? Have you ever had the blues so bad you didn't know if you could go on? Oh, for sure. You know, it hasn't always been easy. I act all happy, but sometimes I've had
There are days and there are days.
How did you overcome your depression?
Well, it's an ongoing battle, really. But, count your blessing. It's really, for me, it's kind of body, mind, spirit, soul. Maybe you could teach about that.
I could, huh?
Yeah, I think you should go outside and maybe teach about the 4 quadrants of the medicine wheel.
All right. Like right now?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to step outside. Would you mind teleporting me?
But I hate to see you go. No. Yeah, sure. Hang on. 1 to teleport.
Okay. Make it so, number 1.
No.
Crazy old Natasha. Oh, wow. She wasn't kidding. It's beautiful out here. Ugh. Some rabbit poop. I almost stepped in it. I almost got teleported into the rabbit poop. You can always tell it's rabbit poop. It looks like little chocolate, what do they call those? Not raisins, but they're rounder than that. Those malt balls? Chocolate malt ball? I don't eat that crap anymore. No, it's smaller than that. It's little pellet. You know what it looks like? It looks like Cocoa Pebbles. When's the last time you had some of that gross sweet cereal, huh? To a kid, sweet cereal is like, that's our first experience with drugs. Cocoa Pebbles, Fruity Pebbles, Count Chocula, Frankenberry. When I was a kid, it was always, it wasn't even a competition. I was always the first person up by hours. I don't know why. I got that fisherman gene in me. But I can wake up really early in the morning. And so when I was a little guy, that meant I had first crack at that 1 box of sweet cereal. Mom would go buy the Bran Flakes, Cheerios, Corn Flakes, and maybe just 1 box of Fruity Pebbles. Well, you got to get up pretty early in the morning if you want to get the Fruity Pebbles before me. And I'd sit down with that bowl of Fruity Pebbles, turn on the TV, wait for TV to start, and watch my Saturday morning cartoons. I'm so old. I'm from back in the days of TV turned on at 5 in the morning and turned off at midnight. They'd be like, "This concludes our broadcasting day. We're very tired. We're going home, and you should turn off the lights and go to bed. It's midnight." Da 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 da. They play the national anthem. Na 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 na. Show an eagle flying, the American flag, those jets, the Blue Angels or whatever, and then just be. Was that everywhere, or was that just up in the woods here where I grew up? In northern Minnesota. Minnesota. It's just a little sota. But yeah. I haven't traveled much. I haven't been around this flat earth. They tell me I was born in the cities. In the Twin Cities. Just Minneapolis, actually. Not both of them. But I don't remember. I heard a rumor. I heard a story once. With no detail. That was the weird thing about my family. They told me that I was born in Minneapolis. In a hospital. This is everything I know about my birth. I was born in Minneapolis.
I was second in line. I already had an older brother. I was a really easy birth, relatively. I don't know how many hours or what she meant by that. I was so easy that afterwards they wheeled her into the hallway so she could have a cigarette with my dad, who wasn't in the delivery room. And they smoked a cigarette. The end. That's the story of my birth. There weren't any three wise men. There was no, oh, I remember that day. It was a rainy Tuesday. No, nothing. I've asked. It's either don't remember, don't care enough to, there's no story. Just, oh, we had a cigarette. So uneven. I was bored. I had a nicotine fit. When you were born, you made me want to smoke. That's the story of my birth. You don't get to choose the story of your birth. I mean, I could make up a story. But, oops. So I don't know. I can't tell you much more about that. But then by the time I was 2, we were back on the res. Leech Lake Reservation in north central Minnesota. Gazagaskwa Jamaica. The place of the leeches. Wait, Gamisqua. That's actually place of the Red Cedars, the Red Cedar Lake, Cass Lake. We moved to Cass Lake. Gamisqua Wakogag. Leech Lake is God's. So I wrote a song about Leech Lake. I can't say it unless I sing it. How to say it in a Ojibwe. Gazagaskwa Jamaica. Gazagaskwa Jamaica. Gazagaskwa Jamaica. Gazagaskwa Jamaica. A Zagaskwa Jamaica is a leech. One of my earliest memories, speaking of growing up in the Great North Woods, in the land of 10,000 lakes, what they don't tell you, it's like, yeah, there's 10,000 lakes. There's also 10 billion leeches, little bloodsuckers. When I was a little guy, I used to love to swim. And I would just swim all day long, unsupervised, down at the lake. All by myself. I could just make up stories swimming in the lake. One day I'd be Aquaman. The next day I'd be the man from Atlantis. Anybody remember Man from Atlantis? He had webbed hands and feet. And he was kind of like a mermaid with legs, I guess. And he fought crime or something. I don't know. Or I could be Prince Namor, the submariner. Later I found out they pronounced it Submariner. But in the comic books I read it the Submariner. He swims like a submarine. No, he's a submariner. Prince Namor. But, so my earliest memory, one of my earliest memories, I was probably 6 years old. Swimming one day and came out of the lake. And I looked down, and from my neck down, every inch except where my swimming trunks were, was covered in baby leeches. And I was like, apparently old Mama Leech finally gave birth. Or I swam into a nest. I don't know what happened. But it came out and I was covered. I went up to the house and in the shower, I think it was my mom or my grandma, had a salt shaker, and I would pour salt on each one and individually pull off these leeches. And they left little red dots of blood. So covered in blood-sucking leeches, parasites. Then, once that was done, I went back swimming. Okay, I got the leeches. Off you go. Go play now. Don't get any more leeches on you. I'd like to give this medal of parenting of the year to my own family. My dog is a rabbit poop hunter. Wow. JD's got a dog that hunts rabbit poop. Yeah, who needs a pheasant, a dog that'll hunt pheasant or deer, ducks? Nah. You want a good dog, he'll find a rabbit poop for you. I'm gonna go rabbit poop hunting. Bring your dog. Go shoot at some poop. La 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 di da. Hoka hey. Anyway, I was going to talk about grief. Are you grieving anything? Difference between grief and depression. Depression's your whole life, you know. Depression can be triggered by bad things happening, but it can happen even when it's not that bad. You can just be depressed. But grief, you can be joyful and everything's going great, and then you lose somebody or something, and you go into grief. And it's got a lot of the same symptoms as depression. You're crying. You got no hope. You're living in the past. You're afraid of the future. You feel weak. You're confused. You're lost. You're angry. You're hurt. What do? I like to pretend I have a time machine and just go back in past and live there. Just live in denial. Talk to the person as though they're real. No. What you do is you realize, yeah, guess what? That's true. It is horrible. It's sad. And it hurts. And you'll never be the same. When you can accept it, when you realize that you'll never be the same, is okay. Getting through grief it's a transformation. That's a cartoon I could have pulled up. Grief is a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. You had your old life when your little pet dog was your best friend and he was alive. And you were a caterpillar with a cool dog. And then little Spot started his journey and went up to the land of everlasting joy. But you're down here missing your dog because he passed away. Now you're in a cocoon known as grief. And you're going crazy and your heart is breaking. And your heart is broken. It's in a million pieces. And you're trying to sweep it up and glue it back together. It's no good. It's like trying to stay a caterpillar. No, you got to be in your cocoon for a while. You're going through the grief process. And it can take any amount of time. Some people can grieve for 3-4 days and get on with it. You know, after David Bowie died, I was okay after 3 days. Because I didn't know him personally. But after my cat died, it took me years to get over that time in the cocoon. But when you come out of your grief, you look around, you're no longer the same person you used to be. The person you lost may have even not recognized who you are now, because now you're a butterfly. The painful gift that grief gives you is that it changes your life. It changes who you are. But if it doesn't destroy you, if it doesn't leave you stuck in the past, you'll level up. Like in a video game, we get to level 2. Now you look different. Now your avatar's got different clothes or something. Maybe you got bigger muscles. Maybe you got some new weapons. But your grief has transformed you and your life. And that's the final gift our loved ones give us when they leave. They're like, okay, I'm going now. Have fun transforming. You're going to be okay. That's what I learned because Kitchimanadu, it carries me. Igwech, Gage, Ningashke Namoan. Thank you for healing my grief, Great Spirit. I tell you, I didn't know if I'd make it or not. But here I am. Here we are. Here you are. Here, Papa Rick Wagosh is here. Hey, BOOZHOO, Papa Rick Wagosh. If Natasha was here, I'd tell her to give you a gold or a silver star. 'Cause that's what you are. You're a silver star. You're not only a silver fox, you're a silver star. BOOZHOO, B'nai Shiag. Hello, birds. BOOZHOO, B'nai Shiag. Listen, I'm going to go back, but I will see you again. Gigawabamin. Minawa. No, I can't just hang around out here. What do you think I am? Some greasy hippie? I got work to do back at the house. Boop, 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 boop. Bleep, bleep. Bleep, bleep. BOOZHOO. Hi, baby doll. Well, hello, NanaBOOZHOO. You want to come in? Yeah, can you pick me up? You got it. And that's 1 to teleport. Make it so, number 1. No. Hey, pretty boy. Oh, hi. How was it outside? Oh, gorgeous. You were right. You ready to go take that walk? Yeah, we should go for a walk. All right. We're going to go outside, take a walk. Man, I was sore yesterday. I got to quit wearing that satchel. Your purse? It's not a purse. It's a satchel. I have a satchel like Indiana Jones, you guys. It's a purse. No, it's not. When I wear it, it looks like a purse. But I carry a bottle of water in it, right? And yesterday I went for like a 4-mile walk, and by the time I got home, my back was killing me. Took a nap, woke up, and I'm not wearing that thing anymore. Well, I didn't want to say anything, but you're a man. You shouldn't be carrying that anyway. Yeah, you're right. I blame you, Rockstar Cartoonist. Well, don't look at me. You're the one with the book bags and stuff. I know. Anyway. All right. Let's call that a show. You want to add anything, Michael? No, we just tell them to sign up on Patreon. Oh, yeah. If you'd like to support the show, click the links in the description. Become a patron saint. Sign up on Patreon. Or we also accept super chats, thumbs up, hit the like, subscribe, and blah, blah, blah. Otherwise, how about you, sweetie? No, I'm good. Thank you, everybody. And I will see you again. Gigawaba min minawana. That's what I was going to say. Get out of here. Okay. Thank you for listening. And thank you for watching. BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, a podcast about Ojibwe language and Ojibwe culture and rabbit poop in the woods. No. I am not a BOOZHOO. This is Natasha. And over there is Michael Lyons, rockstar cartoonist. Thanks so much, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. And I will see you again. Gigawabamin. Minawa. La da dee dee dum. Okay.